Hi guys, I want to do a video like of back to school makeup, which is really easy that you can do just kind of in the morning if you're late or just as your everyday makeup routine. So first you're going to start off with moisturized skin because that's really important to have your skin really moisturized and ready for actual makeup to be like attaching to your skin and stuff like that. So and you can use a primer if you want to. I'm not going to be using one just because I have pretty dry skin, so makeup really doesn't slip off my face easily. But if you have oily skin, I would recommend getting a face primer. So first, I'm going to start off with the Bobbi Brown corrector. And I'm going to use this under my eyes. Just kind of dot it in the inner corner and then blend out. Which is like automatically brighten down my eyes a lot. I did both eyes. Now I'm going to take this and just kind of apply it wherever I really need it a lot, because I don't want to be putting on foundation or anything like that for school, just because I think it's too much. But I like that. Now I'm going to be taking the e.l.f. Studio Concealing Stick. I'm just going to use this wherever I need it, but I'm going to be using a little crease brush like this and just kind of getting that on there and just apply this wherever you need it, wherever you see redness or have anything to conceal. Pretty much everything on my face. And if you have any major redness, which I have because I have pretty fair skin, you just take a liquid concealer. This is the e.l.f. Tone Correcting Concealer, and you put a little bit on the back of your hand, and you get kind of a yellow-based concealer, which you can tell this is pretty yellow-based, and you just kind of apply this wherever you get red. And this is optional. If you don't have very red skin, you don't need to do this, but I have quite red skin, so. Now you just want to put powder on. You can use a loose powder or a pressed powder. Whatever you have will work. This is the Clinique loose powder in transparency 3, so it's a translucent powder, and I'm just going to take a little powder puff and wherever you conceal, just put this because you want your concealer to stay, of course, and then also just where you get oily, which would be your T-zone. And since this is translucent, you don't really need to go like on your neck or anything like that. The face is completely done. Now we're going to start moving on to the eyes. You want to put on a primer. This is the e.l.f. primer, which is only $1, so it's a really good deal. I highly recommend this primer, and so does Natasha. And so you're just taking your face powder that you used earlier. You're just going to be taking a flat brush like this and put that right over top just so your eyeliner and stuff stays. Since you used a primer though, that's good because it's going to make your makeup stay even longer. I don't really recommend using like shimmery eyeshadows and just a bunch of eyeshadows, so that's why I'm using this powder, because we're only going to be using one eyeshadow. But if you want to, you can use like shimmery eyeshadows and stuff like that. Also, I think it depends on what grade you're in. If you're going into maybe high school or whatever, I think you can definitely use like a bunch of different eyeshadows with like different shading techniques and stuff like that. But I think it's just a lot easier for younger grades to just use one eyeshadow. So I'm using the Sonia Kashuk chocolate eyeshadow. And just tiny bit in my crease. So you can kind of see the difference. This one just looks kind of more defined and stuff like that. But it's really natural. You're not going to people aren't going to be like, why are you wearing eyeshadow or anything like that. But what you do, basically, you just kind of get a little bit on your brush and then tap it off. And then where your crease is, you can kind of see it when you open your eyes. You just want to put a tiny bit there. to build up the color, you can do that, but I'm just going to leave it like this because I think it's the most natural. Now I'm going to be using an eyeliner, and this is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil. This is in 0, which is black. And you're just going to pull up a tiny, tiny bit. Here, I'm going to get closer. A tiny bit like that, and just lightly kind of smudge it into your lash line. So that's what it looks like. As you can tell, there's a difference. My eyebrows, okay. So I'm going to do the other eye. If you want, you can also just tight line, which is taking this little flap of skin right there. It's like your upper waterline. You can just line that as well, but this is just easier for beginners. Now I'm not going all the way in, but you can go all the way in if you want to. Also, if you want to use a brown, that would look a little bit more natural, but this, these 24/7 by Glide On pencils by Urban Decay, they stay on all day, which is why I chose to use it for this tutorial, but you can also get it in brown if you don't want to use black, but I think black, it can look natural if you don't use a lot of it. Curl your lashes for about 15 seconds. And then apply mascara. This is the Maybelline The Colossal Volume Mascara, and this is non-waterproof, but I'm going to be using waterproof on my lower lashes. So just apply mascara. Quick tip for brand new mascaras: when you pull it out, there's going to be like a lot of extra mascara on there that's going to make your lashes really clumpy. So you just take a tissue and just go like that, and you're thinking that you're going to get like most of the mascara off, but that's actually what you want, because it's going to give you really, really clean lashes. If you want to do 2 coats, you can do that. I'm probably going to be using 2 coats. But you can also just use 1 coat if you want to. For the upper lashes, I used Glam Brown, which is like a very dark brown. So it's going to be a lot more natural than black. And then for the lower lash line, I'm using the same mascara, only in the waterproof formula. Because waterproof mascara is not really good to be on your lashes every single day. So try to use it as little as possible. So that's why I'm using it just on my lower lash line. So it's not going to like smudge and stuff like that. Okay, so that's the eyes. So there is a tutorial. It's just really natural and perfect for school, or also for work, or if you're just late for school, like you don't have a lot of time. It's going to be a lot quicker for you guys when you're actually doing it, because I had to like explain it and stuff like that. But yeah. So there you go. And then for the rest of the face, I don't really recommend bronzer or blush or anything. You can use that if you want to, but I just use a light hand. And then for lips, you can just use like lip gloss or a chapstick or something like that. Okay, well I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.